The following content is intended for a mature audience. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and do not reflect any other organization, employer, or company. The Drunk Files makes no guarantee of accuracy of information. Some may find the content offensive. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Now,
Welcome back.
here we are again.
Baja Rosa. I've never had that ever, but I know what it is. I can imagine what it tastes like. I've never had it.
Jamie, you of all people would really love it.
Oh, I know.
It's pretty
Isn't it
fucking good. When did we have it? Oh, at the
We had it,
birthday.
yeah,
My birthday.
and we had it on the rocks.
Oh.
Creamy, delicious treat.
It's like strawberry Baileys.
Got pretty wasted though. It's too easy to drink.
Yeah,
Lindsay kept pouring us drinks.
yeah. We were also drinking red wine, which I also have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a shot?
Yeah, wait, but yeah, let's do it.
Happy third Zoom episode.
Happy third Zoom. Woo! Maria's like zen.
Ooh.
Ellen, what did you shoot?
Spiced rum. It's
Almost
not good.
Me too, but it was apple flavored, so it was
Mine was not.
apple flavored. Yum.
It's so good. It has this like really nice caramel finish. Super good.
We should make, like, next time we should record, we should each do our own little cocktail.
Ooh, yes, we should. Yeah.
I'm not very good at cocktails, but
Ellen, that's what Pinterest is for.
That's true. That's what
I'm
the
gonna
internet
make one with prosecco in it.
Ooh,
You already had me. I mean,
you have me at Prosecco.
yeah, you had me at Prosecco. You had me at putting
I
Prosecco.
knew that's what you were trying to say. Shall we?
I want to do another one, but I know it's probably not the same.
I don't have any more. I have to go upstairs.
Let's not do that.
Kimbro.
Bro is sad because I took his toy away. But it squeaks, so it is what it is. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Okay, well.
Just trying to see what angle I look best at. I look short there. Let's do it a little. Down a little. There we go. All right. Oh, Maria's doing another one.
I'm just doing it.
I don't have another one readily available.
Whew, that one was a little stronger. Oh, yeah. Maybe I had to, like, shake it. Welcome to the Drunk Files, the podcast where three Canadian friends drink too much and they tell spooky stories.
Ooh.
We got new mics.
I don't.
You don't?
No, I gave it to Jamie.
Yeah, I have your mic. I didn't order mine yet.
Oh, right.
Because mine works fine, and you guys were the ones with issues last time.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So this is fine. It works.
Cool.
I just can't do the echo thing. I'll have to do my own echo.
I'm gonna order it today, so sorry.
I can
Yeah.
just order one to my house, and you can keep that one.
Okay, well I can e-transfer you money. So that's easier. Okay.
Guys, let's stop talking about our personal lives.
Right. Welcome back.
I forgot we weren't editing.
I guess to our channel because we're YouTubers now.
Yeah, I don't really know how to edit this out, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's real life, buds.
Okay. The pauses will make more sense.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Maria.
I'm
Ellen.
Jamie.
I'm Ellen.
What are you drinking, guys? Oh,
Red wine and a Baja Rosa. And I had a beer earlier.
Red wine for me.
white wine for me, of course.
Ooh. That's a nice glass.
Smoky Bay.
Ooh. So, topic. Jamie, you want to introduce it?
Which one are we doing first? Haunted movie sets.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry.
But yes, she is right. That is what we are doing here. Yeah, it was actually super fucked up to research.
Yeah.
It was so fun doing research because I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, that's true. I'm excited to hear your story.
I'm
don't even
excited
know-
too. She's been talking about it for days, telling me that it's fucked up. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, I don't even know what you did, Jamie.
I did Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, okay.
I want to watch that movie so bad.
That's
See,
what
but I haven't seen it, so I'm sad about it. But it's gonna be
Let's
sad.
watch it when we all get together next time.
Yeah,
'Cause
100%.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really fucked up, and I like that.
Yeah, me too. Super fucked.
Okay, well, who wants to go first then?
Well, I have fun facts.
Oh, right. Those shots went right to my fucking head. Right. I forgot the process.
So they're pretty fun, because they're just about stuff that's happened on movie sets and about movies.
Yeah.
They're not spooky.
Which is crazy because it's a lot of like classics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That are spooky.
I'm gonna take off my hat
They
because
have the worst ones.
it's getting hot already.
Whew.
Okay. In Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear's original name was Lunar Larry.
Lunar Larry.
After a lot of back and forth, it was eventually changed to honor real-life astronaut Buzz Aldrin.
I never put that together, but wow.
That's so cute.
I did like Lunar Larry, though.
I love Lunar Larry. That would be great. Larry, it's not really a Disney name though. You know what I mean?
Did you just say Larry's not a good name?
No, it's not a Disney name.
Oh,
Larry's not a good name.
I was like, I would name all my dogs Larry.
I have an Uncle Larry, and he looks like a mix between Jesus and that guy from Rush. So
Yeah, I think I've seen a picture of him.
it's real.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
There was a specific production budget set aside for cocaine during the shooting of the Blues Brothers.
Oh.
Just so you know. Nobody did Poltergeist, right?
No.
In the scene from Poltergeist where Jo Beth Williams swims through a pool of bones and skulls, she wasn't diving with props. They were real dead bodies.
Ew, what? Are
Oh
you
my god, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Where
I
did
don't know,
they- What?
I don't know why
the fuck?
they did that.
are you sure?
That's unnecessary.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I read about it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Maybe I'm not sure. The internet lies, but
Either way, that's
on
really.
multiple sources.
I hate that.
As Christopher Mintz-Plasse, I don't know if that's how you say his name, but the guy who played McLovin was only 17 when he was filming Superbad. His mother was required to be on set during the filming of his sex scene. How
That
awful.
is
God,
so
can you imagine how embarrassing that would be?
embarrassing.
Yeah, I never want to ever have to do that.
Well, you're too old now to ever have to do that.
And I would never.
For your kids, though. If
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yes.
While filming Rocky IV, Sylvester Stallone asked Dolph Lundgren to try and knock him out for real. Lundgren hit him so hard that he was sent to the hospital and was in the ICU for 9 days.
Oh my god.
He let his character get to his head, I think. I just imagined him like, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me.
Hit me. He doesn't sound like that, but you know.
My good lord.
Tom Cruise vandalized the world's tallest building in 2010 while he was filming Mission Impossible 4. He climbed to the top of the Burj Khalifa without safety equipment and etched Katie Holmes' name into the spire.
Man, he is crazy.
He's
And not in a fun way, in like a scary way. Like
Yeah.
he is
So, like,
Yeah.
he's yeah, like
there's missing screws.
there's like what's up with
Into
you? Kate?
Scientology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not okay.
I always think of scary movies again with him and like Oprah in his interview with her.
Oh, yeah, where he jumps.
Oh, and he jumps on the couch?
Yeah, and then he's like, she's like, so she's complex. He's like, shut up. Punches her in the face. Oh. Anyway.
During the filming of Titanic, an angry crew member put PCP in James Cameron's soup, sending him and 50 other people to the hospital. And they never found out who actually did it.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
But it's not okay.
Most of the dialogue in the Blair Witch Project was improvised. The cast were only given notes outlining the general direction of the narrative for the day's filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
No
really
lines.
cool, actually.
Yeah, that is cool.
That movie is it's pretty crazy.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Very low budget.
It's cool, Jamie. We should watch it sometime.
Have you seen it?
I've never seen it. I don't know why. I always thought it was really stupid because that's what people like. Somebody told me when I was younger, so I never saw it. And then people were like, "It's really scary," and I'm a scaredy
It's
cat.
somewhere in between where it's just like somebody is walking around with a camera and they get lost in the woods and there's like a creepy witch, but you don't actually see much. I don't know.
It's kind of like a old school Paranormal Activity
yeah,
style.
it's worth a watch.
It's worth your while.
Yes.
I'll try to find it and watch it.
Sure.
During the filming of Lord of the Rings, Sean Bean refused a helicopter ride to the set due to a fear of flying. So instead, he hiked up to it in full armor. If you're scared, you're scared.
Why didn't they just put the armor on him when they got to set? Like, why didn't he just hike up and like?
Oh my god, yeah, like what a scene.
Was that necessary?
That's like a punishment. Like it's like, what are you, a pussy?
Maybe he really wanted to get into character.
You don't want to break character, man. It's a good thing you didn't.
I guess.
This one's nice.
Okay.
Robin Williams called Spielberg every 2 weeks to cheer him up with various jokes during the filming of Schindler's List. Little guy.
Robin, that is so sweet.
Isn't that so nice?
What a kind human.
He's the best. A movie named Shark was released in 1969 starring Burt Reynolds, and someone decided it was a great idea to use live sharks during filming, and one stuntman was killed.
I mean, why do they do that? Like,
Okay, that's too into character.
It was 1969, so they didn't have CGI.
I guess that's fair. But why did? Okay.
Just 1 minute of The Nightmare Before Christmas took an entire week to film.
Oh my god.
How long is that movie?
Well,
Pretty long.
over an hour, like an hour and a half.
I'll ask Google.
Like 3 years to.
How long is Nightmare Before Christmas?
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas running time is 1 hour and 16 minutes.
That's close.
So that's like a year and 2.5 years, basically.
Oh, wow.
They made an iconic film.
Plus,
Great cinema.
what the fuck?
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's scary, actually. It trips me out, man.
The little boy who played Danny in The Shining was so guarded by Stanley Kubrick during the filming process that he did not know it was a horror film until many years later. He has since abandoned acting and gone on to become a science teacher.
Wow, that's good. They did a good job because that movie is fucked up. So
Why would someone not tell him?
Because he was a little boy and they didn't want to
Oh,
scare
yeah.
him.
that's good. They shouldn't have told him. That would be
They
fucked
were
up.
trying to make him not scared.
They were trying to protect him, which
Yeah.
is good because the girl who played the mom in that movie was like fucked forever after doing that character. So yeah. So it's good.
What a sin. That would like traumatize you. He probably had like
No, he was good. He didn't know till he was older.
Yeah.
But the other kids probably got fucked.
Those twins from the hallway.
I wonder if they're scared of themselves.
probably.
I would be.
Probably watch it. Who are those guys?
Am I okay?
I know this one and I feel like a lot of people will. Wait, hold on. I have to pause.
Why? Oh,
Here we go. Started. We're back. Zoom apparently has a time limit. Who knew?
yeah.
Sorry, guys. So as I was saying, most of us know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. But while filming the movie Space Jam, Warner Brothers built an indoor gym nicknamed the Jordan Dome. Michael Jordan used it to get back into getting into shape for his return to playing pickup games against other NBA players and celebrities.
I didn't know.
Oh,
He's
I
still
just-
very much in shape, but yes, he's in the game shape.
Into game shape. Yeah. He no, it was on The Last Dance, which is why I thought everybody knew, but maybe not everybody watched that.
But that's cool. I like it.
The only time White Castle made vegetarian sliders was while filming Harold and Kumar because Cal Penn is a vegetarian.
That makes sense.
It's the only time they did it. They should probably do it now.
Ready?
Everywhere should do it.
Yeah.
It's hard to do well, I think. That's why people don't do it.
Yeah, that's true. You got to make a good veggie burger.
They really do.
Robert De Niro paid a dentist $5,000 to mess up his teeth for the role in Cape Fear, and then $20,000 to fix them afterwards.
I just watched Cape Fear and it is fucked and 10 out of 10.
I feel like I watched that. What happens in it?
It's this guy and he goes to jail and then he gets out of jail and he goes after the lawyer who put him in jail.
Oh, yeah, I did watch that. It is fucked up.
Oh my god.
I think I missed the ending, though. I think I fell asleep.
It's intense. You should go back and just watch the ending because it's like, and you're like, ugh. So,
Wow. Great explanation.
watch it. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah.
During the filming of Rushmore, when Wes Anderson had to scrap a shot due to budgetary constraints, Bill Murray handed him a blank check to cover the cost.
Wow.
What a guy.
Bill Murray gets better and better every day.
Problematic. So good.
When filming Jaws 2, cast members were circled by actual hammerhead sharks. Because the scene called for the actors to yell for help, the crew did not immediately realize that they were actually in danger.
Oh my god, scary.
They were fine.
Well, that's good, but still.
It's still. James Cameron spent more time with the Titanic on diving excursions than the original passengers did on the ship. In total, he made 12 dives to the wreck, many which lasted for 15 to 17 hours.
That little thing he has to go down was really cool.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
The excursion was that long?
Yeah. He went 12 times for like 15 hours. So he was at the ship longer than the people on the ship.
That's crazy.
Freaky.
The sound of the velociraptors in Jurassic Park is actually a recording of two tortoises having sex on a loop.
How did they even come up with that? What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, that one's wild.
That's pretty crazy.
For his role as a drug addict in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Charlie Sheen stayed awake for 48 hours to achieve an authentic look.
I mean, I feel like he already had it, but
I was just going to say that. Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca, was required to be accompanied by crew members who wore brightly colored vests in the forests of the Pacific Northwest while filming scenes set on Endor, so as not to be mistaken for a Bigfoot and shot.
that makes a lot of sense.
Very smart.
That was the last one.
Those were good.
That's all he wrote.
Yeah.
Yay! Tens all around, Rudy.
Hey, cats all around.
You raised the roof.
On the Aliens episode, Maria's like, it's less weird when someone does it with you. And then I'm like, it's still weird.
That Baja Rosa was too much. And it made me feel a little like for a second. And then when we paused, I had to lay down.
Do you want to record too?
Let's see how it goes. I'm feeling fantastico now. All right.
Why did you lay down? Your bed's right there.
I laid down here.
Oh. Sorry, God, I forgot we were.
Right.
Right.
Who wants to go first?
I don't care.
I will if no one wants to. I will.
I will. I just went. I feel like people get sick of me if I go first, but I will go again.
Maria, do you want to go first?
Doesn't matter to me. I can.
If you go first, I'll go second. Or
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Okay. I'm excited to hear yours. So
It's it's a pretty fucked up. Yeah, let's do this. So, I did The Omen,
ooh.
and I personally haven't watched The Omen myself. Have you guys?
yes, yes, I have.
You have? Okay, so this is probably
I
gonna
haven't,
really
I don't
fuck you up. And to anybody that has watched The Omen, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
It was really fucked up, honestly.
I'm not very good at scary movies.
Yeah,
I am
know,
not either.
Like this, with like knowing this information.
You're good.
I'm good. So anyway, I got most of my info. It was like actually a recent article written up about it, like in 2020, on filmdaily.co, written by Jason St. Jacques.
Oh, of course, him.
I don't know if that's his like name. It's that harsh of a accent, but
I liked it.
Yes.
okay, so out of all the ones that I looked at, this one seemed to like be the most fucked up, so I felt like I probably should go for it. So I guess for starters, it's the movie's basically follows an American diplomat named Robert who, along with his wife Catherine, adopt a young boy named Damien. And then Robert, his father, grows suspicious that his new son may be the Antichrist.
Suspicious.
Good.
Because there was all these like deaths and all this like misfortune that fell upon anyone that crossed this boy's path. Anyway, Robert Munger, he pitched the idea for The Omen, and he said it was to be the next blockbuster horror opportunity following the success of like The Exorcist and movies like that. But he also shortly after warned people that although he hadn't had a change of heart, he knew that the movie set involving the son of like the devil was probably going to be cursed, like welcoming evil events.
Yeah.
Do you know what year it was filmed?
Well, it would have been around the same. Well, it would have been right after The Exorcist.
Which was 1973,
Okay, so it would have been shortly after that.
74,
Yeah, I should have looked that up.
somewhere around there.
Get at your phones and type it in.
Yeah, do your own research.
Yeah, he's always that. Yeah, so the misfortune struck soon, starting with Gregory Peck, who played Richard, the boy's adoptive father. Peck canceled a flight he had planned for reasons unknown, and turns out that same flight he canceled actually crashed, killing all the passengers on board.
Oh shit! Good thing he canceled.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, and like you think that's chilling, man. Like, what's even more crazy is when the plane hit the ground, it landed on a vehicle that had the pilot's family inside.
No.
How?
What? Like, how does that happen?
Huh?
How does that fucking happen?
That's fucked up.
I can't process that. Like,
God.
Huh.
Hey.
emotionally
Well,
scared.
that's a bad omen if I've ever heard it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, Peck wasn't the only member of the production who appeared to have a curse traveling with him. David Seltzer,
Yeah.
the film's writer, took a separate flight to England to join the cast and crew 2 days after Peck. Seltzer's plane was also struck by lightning in an incident that's like, you think that's coincidental, but like,
What are the fucking odds?
Hit by lightning? I've never even heard of that. What happens when a plane gets hit by lightning?
Who knows?
I've been in planes and seen lightning storms and been like, oh, it's fine. I'm in a plane. That's not true.
I don't know.
It just keeps getting more fucked up, guys. So, like, more unpredictable instances followed the crew off the set, bringing, like, some explosive violence with them. Mace Neffield, these people have really intense names. The Omen's executive producer had an encounter he dubbed more than coincidental when he, Peck, and others planned to dine out at a restaurant one evening. Before the group was to appear at the restaurant, the building was reportedly destroyed in a violent explosion.
What are the odds?
Yeah, and then Mace felt victimized by the curse again when he and his wife just so happened to check out early from their hotel in London, and shortly after they checked out, the hotel was hit with an explosion.
What the fuck?
Stop! That's not real. Like,
Planes and explosions, eh?
Yeah,
What
like,
fuck?
this one's the most messed up. So, the special effects designer responsible for designing the Omen's chilling decapitation scene fell victim to one of the most creepy and tragic events. After moving on from the film to begin his next project, he was in a head-on car crash that decapitated his wife.
I don't even know how to react to that. I'm like want to laugh because I'm uncomfortable.
It's like, well, like, what the fuck? That's like
Fuck
not
that.
coincidence. These things are like, oh, that one gave me like chills.
I got the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, big heebie-jeebies. He drew the comparison to the film in hindsight and even claimed there was a road sign to the side of the crash pointing travelers to a town called Omen, 6.6 kilometers away.
Stop it.
That's not.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Even the Omen's animal trainers were cursed in the unsettling bamboo
Bamboo attacks.
bamboo pretty sharp, pretty intense. Bamboon attack scene. The crew reportedly put a live bamboon in the car with Damien's mother to antagonize the ones meant to attack like in the vehicle, and instead the bamboon fucking
What's a
targeted the
baboon?
trainer.
A bamboo.
The bamboo.
Baboon?
The baboon.
Bamboo.
Fucking Jesus.
I love you so much.
Now bamboozled.
Shut up, Sean. The animal trainer hired to assist the scene was killed the very next day.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
like
how?
he was killed by a tiger. Fucking grabbed him by the head and killed him instantly.
A tiger?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
That's really
God
fucked
damn.
up.
Wait, I didn't see the movie. What animals are in it? Baboons?
Well, obviously.
Huh.
I thought there were, I forgot that there was an original because I saw the remake in like
Oh, I didn't know there was a remake.
2004.
Oh.
Yeah, they did a remake in like 2004 maybe. But I forget what animals were in it. But yeah, because it was a long time ago when I saw it. But
I wish I'd seen the movie.
Ugh, I really don't care to.
we should just do we should have a slumber party and watch the 3 movies that we covered today. This really
Okay.
set
That looks like it's stressing Maria out.
I'm not emotionally ready.
Yeah, I don't really
I
want
definitely want to watch the one that you're covering, Jamie.
Yeah, I do want to watch that one.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, before filming concluded, another animal incident occurred, but this one left the death out of the equation when Gregory Peck's stuntman was attacked by the trained Rottweilers in the iconic cemetery scene. They went into a frenzy, and the dogs ignored the commands from their trainers for reasons unknown, and like really fucked the dude up, I guess.
Bad vibes, I guess.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, so I guess it's like, is it a curse or coincidence?
It's hard to
It's
say.
hard. No, it's not hard to say.
Who named their town Omen, by the way? That seems like a bad idea.
Like 6 kilometers away. Like, what the fuck?
You guys didn't cover anything about The Ring 2, did you?
No.
Okay, I have the tiniest little thing in there about that because like I love the Ring movies and it was like the first like scary movies I watched. But obviously like The Ring's about like the girl in the well and like she drowned in the well. Apparently in The Ring 2, the set completely flooded at one point. Freaky.
That's weird.
Hey,
Huh.
I don't love that. I don't love that at all.
Kind of hate it, but interesting.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's that was fucked up. The plane thing really got me with the pilot's family.
Yeah, the whole like head decapitation really fucked me up.
Yeah, that too.
All of it is fucked up. Good job, Maria.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna grab some more wine. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi.
Very nice.
You look nice.
You do too.
I don't feel like you look nice, but
yeah, okay.
uh-huh.
Interesting.
Should I go next?
I guess.
Or is Jamie probably wants to go. I don't think she likes going last.
No, I'll go last. It's fine.
Really?
That's cool. I'll go last. I
All
never
right. Cool. Okay, so my haunted movie set is The Exorcist. So I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis for those of you who haven't seen the movie. In 1973, William Friedkin set out to bring William Blatty's novel, The Exorcist, to the big screen. It was one of the most profitable horror movies ever made, And this is a tale of an exorcism, obviously. And it's based loosely on a series of exorcisms on an anonymous 14-year-old boy. And he was documented under the pseudonym Ronald Doe or Robbie Manheim. Catholic priest at Georgetown University Hospital performed a real-life exorcism, but had to stop when the boy managed to get free from his restraints, pull a bed spring out of his mattress, and slash one of the priest's arms. Yeah. So when Blatty wrote the novel, Roland's family requested that the character be changed to a girl in order to protect the boy's identity. And then the boy went on to live a normal life with no memory of the incident, and he retired from NASA later in his life.
Whoa, what the?
Yeah. From demons to NASA.
From demons to NASA, yeah.
The best glow up.
Wow, what a glow up.
So in the movie, when a young girl named Regan starts acting odd, levitating, speaking in tongues, etc., her worried mother seeks medical help, only to hit a dead end. A local priest, however, thinks that the girl may have been taken by the devil. So he makes a request to perform an exorcism, and the church sends in an expert to help with the difficult job. And that's the movie. That's what happens. It's
That's what
pretty
happens.
lackluster, but it was very good for its time.
Yeah, my mom saw it when she was like, however old she was when it came out, or like later in life she saw it, and she said she still is afraid of that scene where the girl's head like twists around. Like she's
Yeah,
still,
that's very iconic.
it's still, she's like, it's still like not okay.
I think it was one of the first like real scary
I think
movies.
that was the first like spinning of the head the whole way around.
It might have been.
But actually, you know what? It probably was.
I think that was Owls, but you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do that.
They are the OGs of that, I guess.
Yeah, they are.
So the filming of The Exorcist was done over a 9-month period, which is pretty long for a movie.
I never know how
I think it's a couple months usually.
yeah.
The main set was a reproduction of the Georgetown home and was built in a warehouse in New York. So the budget of the film rose from $5 million to more than twice that amount in those 9 months. Obviously, any film production that lasts more than a month or so will see its fair share of accidents and mishaps, but The Exorcist seems to have been particularly affected by unpredictable disasters. Coincidence? Maybe. But it definitely left the cast and crew pretty shaken up.
Oh,
I don't know why I popped my pee like that.
Shaking up. Pizzazz on it.
Put a little pizzazz on it, yeah. The first incident happened around 2:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning when a fire broke out on the set. There was only one security guard at the studio when the house set caught on fire and burned. The fire was a result of a bad electrical circuit, but shut down filming for 6 weeks while the set was constructed again from scratch.
That'll set it back.
Yeah, 6 weeks. It's like more than a month.
A lot of money.
Weirdly, as soon as the new set was ready, the sprinkler system broke down and caused an extra 2-week delay.
Man.
Almost everyone working on the film had terrible luck during the 9-month filming period. So just Max von Sydow, who played Father Mirren, touched down in New York to film his first scene, and then his brother died unexpectedly in Sweden. He himself, von Sydow, later became very ill during the filming, and he ended up dying. I don't have that in my notes, but he ended up dying as well after he had done his part. So his character died in the movie, and then he died. And then Irish actor Jack McGowan, who played Burke Dennings, died only 1 week after his character was killed by the demon in the movie.
Fucked up.
So another guy, I can't say his name, but Vasiliki Malaros, whose character died in the movie, passed away shortly after all the shooting wrapped up. Jason Miller, Father Carras, was stunned when his young son Jordan was struck down on an empty beach by a motorcyclist who appeared out of nowhere and like ran him down. And then his son almost died.
How is that even a thing? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what he was into or who he had after him, but somebody came after him on a motorcycle. Which
was it? Didn't you say it was his young son though? Like, what?
Yeah, but like, I don't think he was that young. I don't have his age. I'm thinking like 15, 16,
Oh, I was thinking like 5, 6.
17.
Like,
He's not like 4.
oh yeah, I was.
I don't think. Maybe I should have looked that up. I was picturing him as like a teenager.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ellen Burstyn, who played Chris McNeil, wrenched her back badly during one scene when she was slapped by the possessed girl. And the stun went so badly awry that she was laid up in bed for quite a few weeks afterward, causing more delays in the filming.
Jesus.
In New York, one of the carpenters accidentally cut off his thumb on the set, and one of the lighting technicians lost a toe.
My gosh.
There was a location trip to Iraq, which got delayed from spring, which was like relatively cool there, to July, which is the hottest part of the summer, and the temperature rose to 54 degrees, and that's 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and higher. And then out of the 18-man crew that was sent there, Friedkin lost the services of 9 of them at one time or another due to dysentery, which is like intestinal inflammation, primarily of the colon. I had to look that up. I didn't know what it was. Without enough water, that I guess that happens, and or sunstroke. So they got
Like wood in like, what'd you say it was 54 degrees? That's
yeah,
Oh my
54 degrees and higher, it said, which is
it's like 35 here. I'm like,
yeah, I can't handle 30.
no.
It's like next level heat wave.
So to make matters worse, the bronze statue of the demon Pazazu, which was packed in a 10-foot crate, got lost when it got shipped from Los Angeles and ended up in Hong Kong, which caused another 2-week delay.
Zero luck. Like,
Bad luck.
yeah.
Actress Ellen Bernstein later said she doesn't know if it was a jinx really, but there were some really strange goings on during the making of the film. We were dealing with some really heavy material, and you don't fool around with that kind of material without it manifesting in some way. There were many deaths on film. Linda's grandfather died. The assistant cameraman's wife had a baby that died. The man who refrigerated the set died, and the janitor who took care of the building was shot and killed. I think overall there were 9 deaths during the course of the film, which is an incredible amount.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
how?
I don't know. Everyone's just dying, apparently, or knows people that have died. It doesn't even matter if you were like in the movie or just like on the set, but everybody had really terrible luck.
Oh my gosh.
Things got so bad that the director, William Friedkin, took some drastic measures, and he called in Father Thomas Birmingham S.J. from the Jesuit community at Fordham University, and he had been hired as a technical advisor for the film along with Father John Nicola, who was not a Jesuit but had been taught by Jesuit theologians at the St. Mary of the Lake Seminary in Illinois.
Oh, whoa.
I don't really know anything about that.
Whatever that is.
It's a place.
He's worse than bamboo.
That was the best.
I loved that.
You do. So much.
Say that word.
So Birmingham decided that he couldn't actually perform an exorcism on the set, but he did give it a formal blessing ceremony that was attended by everybody who was on set, including all the technicians and everything. And then nothing else happened on set after the blessing. But around that time, there was a fire in the Jesuit residence in Georgetown.
They should have just staged it out.
Saged it out, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed to work. The blessing worked.
Yeah.
Maybe do
That's
both. Maybe they did some sage in the blessing. Whoa.
It should have, yeah. Fuck.
So the film opened on December 26th, 1973 to massive crowds. And within weeks of the first screenings of the film, stories started making rounds that audience members were fainting and vomiting in the theaters. There were also reports of disturbing nightmares, and reportedly a number of theater ushers had to be placed under doctor's care or quit their jobs after experiencing consecutive showings of the movie.
It was like the first, not the first horror movie, but like one
The
of the
first like scary horror movie.
Yeah, like something of like being possessed.
yeah. Like there was a lot of weird shit in that movie that wasn't in movies before that. So maybe because like I don't know, like we grew up and we saw things from a young age, but if you didn't see that until you were like 25 and then all of a sudden you're like watching a head spin around on a person,
Yeah,
like
because I think I was like 12 when I saw The Ring.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for me too.
yeah, if you're super young and you like grow up with those things, or like I don't know, even like video games that like are shooting people and you like see weird shit from whatever age. But if you don't see that, like that would probably fuck you up a lot. If you're like 25 and you see heads spinning around on The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Like that's
I have to start a new meeting because our 40 minutes is up.
See you in a minute.
Okay, well, I guess we'll.
See you in a minute.
Hi.
We're back. God,
Okay.
what a pain that is. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that's
We'll figure it out for the next one.
So, where was I? People throwing up in the theaters? I think so.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So in numerous cities that were checked after The Exorcist had run for several weeks, reporters found that every major hospital had been forced to deal with patients who reported after seeing the film severe cases of vomiting and hallucinations. There were also reports of people being carried out of the theaters on stretchers. It's hard to say if this was like publicity stunts or a real thing. Either way, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's
You're right.
like a publicity stunt. Like stretchers is extreme, but
Yeah. And if it's not, then that's just fucked up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
both instances, not good. The film created a general interest in exorcism, and a bunch of disturbed people started showing up at churches and claiming to be possessed when their problems actually should have been attributed to mental illness instead.
Yeah. that
And furthermore, renegade priests and self-proclaimed holy men started billing themselves as exorcists and demonologists, hoping to cash in on the popularity of the film and the widespread interest in the occult that happened after The Exorcist was released. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, not much has changed when it comes to that kind of thing.
yeah.
People will still cash in if they can.
Mm-hmm.
Rumors surrounded this film for years, including one of the most controversial ones of all, that actual demonic voices recorded during an exorcism were mixed into the soundtrack. Friedkin did admit that he was in possession of a cassette recording of an actual exorcism performed in Rome. It's in Italian and it involves the exorcism of a 14-year-old boy. He got the tape through the Jesuit Provincial of New York, and on the tape there are sounds made by this young man who was supposedly possessed. While Franklin claims he never used the sounds in the film, he does say that he imitated them on the soundtrack of The Demon.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It has been this rumor that created angry claims that The Exorcist is somehow dangerous and evil. Some
Yeah.
fundamentalists have argued that there is an evil in the film itself.
Yeah.
So finally, let's get into some true crime because you know I love that shit. And I actually decided to do this movie because I read about this guy in my fun facts, and I figured if I didn't have enough notes on the film, I could catch you guys up on this.
Cool.
So this guy's name is Paul Bateson, and he appeared as an extra and also had some lines in The Exorcist. He performed on camera along with others in a cerebral angiography in what became one of the most famous and disturbing scenes of the film. It's the one where Regan is medically examined to determine whether or not her strange behavior or like demonic possession can be explained using science. The scene has a large amount of blood and was for many viewers the film's most disturbing scene. And medical professionals have even been praised, or the medical professionals have even praised it for its realism.
Ugh.
Fun
That's
fact, the director William Friedkin actually watched this guy, Paul, perform a cerebral angiography in the previous year in real life at his day job, and then got him the part on the movie, which is what he does in the movie.
Oh, fuck.
Dang.
So he began drinking eventually. It like increased a lot around the time when the film aired, prompting the NYUMC to fire him in 1975. And then he began making money doing odd jobs such as lighting repairs and cleaning apartments near his home in Greenwich Village and taking tickets at pornographic theaters. So why am I telling you about this guy? Because in 1979, Bateson was convicted of murder of the film industry journalist Addison Verrill and sentenced to a minimum of 20 years in prison.
What the fuck?
In 2003, he was released on parole, which ended after 5 years. But before his trial, police and prosecutors connected him in a series of unsolved killings of gay men in Manhattan. Homicides he had reportedly boasted about while he was in jail, bringing it up at his sentencing. However, no additional charges were ever brought against him. The experience actually inspired Friedkin, the director, to make the 1980 film Cruising, which, while based on a novel written a decade earlier, incorporated in its storyline the city's leather subculture with which Bateson had identified. In 2012, Friedkin recalled having visited Bateson in jail prior to his trial and having the conversation with him that suggested that either Bateson had committed additional murders or merely that he was considering confessing to them for a lighter sentence. However, there's no record of incriminating evidence in that interview. So despite this, Bateson is often inaccurately described as a serial killer, even though he was only like actually tried and prosecuted and sent to jail for the one murder. Nobody really knows if he was like killing all these other gay men who had gone missing and were murdered in Manhattan. So it's hard to say. As of 2020, it's not known if he's still alive or not. Friedkin said in a 2018 interview that he had heard Bateson was living somewhere in upstate New York.
What the fuck? How is that not known if he's alive or dead? Like,
I don't know. He probably got out of jail and like changed his name and stuff. I thought I'd give you a little true crime in there because
Yeah, you
it's kind
had
of
to.
fucked up.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, dude.
It's crazy that he was like on the film and nobody knew that he was a murderer.
Cool.
it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's all I
good.
got.
That's really good.
That was great, dude.
Thanks, man.
Poof. I am buzzed.
I'm like flustered.
Yeah. Poof.
So I'm
Did
doing
they
rose.
hungry?
What?
Did someone say they were hungry?
No.
Oh my God. I'm hearing things.
Maybe I'm hungry.
So
Maybe.
I'm doing Rosemary's Baby.
I'm excited to hear about this. I wish I knew what happened in the movie.
We'll do this. We'll watch it next. That one I will watch because I really don't know if I want to watch The Omen.
Yeah.
I'll watch The Exorcist. I think I've seen it. It's very like kind of cheesy now in 2020.
I think The Omen probably would be pretty cheesy now too. So, it's like any old film. It doesn't have the same.
Yeah.
Oof, red wine's gonna make me sleepy.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do.
Uh,
That'll do.
that'll do. Sorry.
All right.
I'm just gonna give you a quick synopsis, and it was the IMDb plot summary of it, not the synopsis from Google, because I didn't feel like it gave enough information from the one from Google. But Rosemary and Guy Woodhouse move into an apartment in an opulent but gothic building in Manhattan. Their landlord, Edward Hutchins, attempts to dissuade them from doing so. The building had an unsavory history. They discover that their neighbors are a very elderly, friendly couple named Roman and Minnie Cassavet, and Guy begins to spend a great deal of time with them. Soon, strange things begin to happen. A young woman, Rosemary, meets in the laundry room. A young woman, Rosemary, meets in the laundry room, seems to commit suicide. Rosemary has strange dreams and hears noises, and Guy becomes distant and remote. Then Rosemary gets pregnant and begins to suspect that their neighbors have a special plan for their baby. Guys, come on. All right. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
They're going fuck wild back there, man.
Oh, like, fuck.
It's distracting.
It is. Like, I'm trying to watch you and listen, and then I'm like, can see them like rolling around back there.
I'm trying to get through that. Fuck off. Love you, but fuck off. Sorry. Anyway, so there's like a number of things that kind of, some things happened on the set of the movie, but most of it happened like following the filming of the movie. So it wasn't really like a haunted movie set. It was more like a haunted movie cast, or like
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what The Omen was.
yeah, like a cursed movie cast more than a haunted
Yeah.
movie.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
So the biggest hitter is probably that Roman Polanski's wife, Sharon Tate, was famously murdered by the Manson family a year after filming Rosemary's Baby.
Yes. Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Yeah. So
But that's got a better ending.
Yeah, that one ends a little bit better.
yeah. So less known is that Roman actually wanted Tate to play Rosemary in the film, but producers pushed for Mia Farrow, and he was eventually overruled. But then Sharon was murdered when she was pregnant with their unborn child, which is the connection between the two.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they were staying in a rented home in Celio Drive when Tex Watson and the Manson girls broke in and distributed over 100 stab wounds to 4 people staying there. Super fucked. Yeah, none of
Yeah, that's fucked up.
none of us have covered Charles Manson, have we?
I don't think we've covered him now.
I think I did an episode with him.
Really?
Mhm.
God, I'm so drunk all the time. I don't remember.
It was like one of the first like serial killer things, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
Or like, no, it was cult.
why have
It was cult.
cult. Yeah, cults.
that's what it was.
So many.
Seems familiar, but like, you know. So that was the first weird. Well, it wasn't the first weird thing that happened, but it's the first one that I'm covering. The
Mhm.
second, there was another death on, well, not on set, but after. The film's composer, Christoph Komedam, fell off a cliff in Los Angeles just months after completing his work on Rosemary's Baby. He was only 38 years old at the time of his death. But what makes this dark death an eerie coincidence is that his death mirrors a death on Rosemary's Baby, and it was of her friend Hutch in the movie. He dies in the same way.
Oh, trippy.
Yeah, I
Super
feel like
creepy.
it's not really weird, but
Oh, that
I
was
wish. Wait, how did he die?
he fell off a cliff in Los Angeles.
That's a way to go.
Yeah, I don't think the guy in the movie was in Los Angeles, but he also
Yeah, but
fell.
still, he fell off a cliff.
Yeah. So William Castle, who was a producer on the film and known to be the first to see viability in the film or the script at all, the first to push for it to come to screen, he suffered kidney failure. He claims that during this surgery, he hallucinated scenes from the film and he started shouting like, "Rosemary, for God's sake, just drop that knife." I don't know. He also began receiving like 50 letters a day of hate mail. One letter read, "Bastard, believer in witchcraft, worshipper of the shrine of Satanism. My prediction is you will slowly rot and long and painful illness which you brought on yourself, which is essentially exactly what happened, because he ended up having multiple strokes and having kidney failure and all this stuff that was like really fucked up and painful and like long lasting. Like,
Oh yeah, that's not cool.
yeah, it was fucked up. So then writer Ira Levin's life after the film came out essentially just fell apart. Like his wife left him, he began attacks from the Catholic, and virtually everything that he did post film ended up being a failure. So like he ended up like living this miserable life after I had this like super successful film.
Huh.
Yeah. And Mia Farrow, who played Rosemary, was served divorce papers from her husband Frank Sinatra for accepting the role of Rosemary. He wanted her.
She was married to Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Well, he wanted her to appear in the film The Detective with him. So she did, and she was filming both at the same time. But it ended up that like filming for Rosemary's Baby would take longer and keep her longer than he wanted it, or like it would interfere. So instead of like manning up and
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of a petty reason to ask for a divorce.
well, yeah, instead of even like bringing it up, he just like bashed her publicly by serving her divorce papers on the set of Rosemary's Baby instead of like
Men.
Idiots.
Girl, what's my weakness? Men. Okay.
Oh no, something fucked up. I'm missing something. Okay, but I can fill it in because I know what happened. So Roman Polanski lost his wife,
Right.
and then it like a year later or so, like he is doing a shit ton of drugs, and he's just like fucking off and just doing drugs and being an idiot and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like over at Jack Nicholson's house, and he sees his he's on a set of Vogue 1977 or something. And he sees this girl who's a model, so he convinces this girl to come and do a photo shoot for him at Jack Nicholson's house. This girl's 13 years old. She comes over to the house. He fills her with like a shit ton of champagne and have a Quaalude and rapes her a bunch of times. And then
Oh shit.
yeah, and he just went fucking bonkers after this movie and after that happened to his wife. And he just like, and so he ends up spending 42 days in jail, and then he gets out of jail and he fled the country, and like
Yeah.
that's
he
it.
should. You can't.
Yeah, just
He should be killed. He should be killed.
absolutely should be killed. Like he should be fucking dead.
Yeah,
That's
really
fucked.
fucked up.
There's like a good human whose wife was and unborn child were murdered. A year later, he's like fucked up on drugs and like doing a shit ton of cocaine and other drugs, and he just thinks it's like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking drug and rape a 13-year-old. Like you can't, like,
Yeah.
I don't care how sad you are.
There's no excuse for that.
That's not. It's really fucked up.
This episode's a lot more fucked up than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. So, the last one that I have on Rosemary's Baby was John Lennon was murdered outside of the Dakota, which is the building that Rosemary's Baby was filmed in 11 years before or prior. Sorry. So John Lennon didn't actually have anything to do with Rosemary's Baby, but he was really close with Mia Farrow, who played Rosemary.
Right. Yeah.
And when the Manson family murdered Sharon Tate, they wrote Helter Skelter on the wall in blood.
Mm-hmm.
As you probably know, the song Helter Skelter is from the White Album of the Beatles, which I didn't know. Charles Manson uses a blueprint for his like revolution that he was doing. Like that was the whole basis of his like cult. I probably didn't know that, but I don't know. It lost me. But yeah.
I think I did know that too, but I forgot.
Yeah. Anyway, it was really fucked up. So it was like a weird full circle that John Lennon was like,
Super weird.
Yeah,
did there.
trippy.
Oh my god.
Super trippy.
Yeah, the weird connections.
Well, safe to say, I will never accept a role in a horror movie.
Yeah,
Not
no.
good.
Yeah.
I probably still will.
It's just a movie.
No, it's fucked up. Like, that's fucked
If
up.
it is just a movie, then that's okay. But if it's
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Well, shit.
It was more depressing. I thought we were gonna do like ghosts and stuff, but it just ended up being a bunch of people dying.
Yeah, I guess.
There's more cursed movie sets than there are like haunted movie sets, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was more like a curse thing.
Well, on that note, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a drink.
Like, subscribe.
Follow. Give 5
All the good
stars.
things.
You know, do whatever you
Like,
can.
Sorry.
Subscribe. Ew, I hate myself.
Anyways.
on, hit that subscribe, smash it like you smash your mother's split pea soup. But
Split pea soup.
Dirty.
It wasn't. It thought it was going to be dirty, but it wasn't.
Wasn't
Anyway,
it?
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
smash it like that.
Cover art by Rebecca O'Quinn. Music by Theo McIntosh.